Welcome to our presentation of the legend of SOHCAHTOA. Our story begins with Chief Yertimioq, which comes from two-dimensional planes. Chief Yertimioq was a teepee designer who was also interested in mathematics. In his designs, he often used trig to calculate the lengths of poles which form triangles in the teepee designs. Through his use of trig, he developed a simple method of remembering the three trig functions known as SOHCAHTOA that is still in use today. His simple method has been featured in top magazines such as this November 1961 Popular Mechanics magazine. So what does SOHCAHTOA mean? SO stands for the trig function sine. Sine equals opposite over hypotenuse, where S is sine, O is opposite, and H is hypotenuse. Ka stands for the trig function cosine. Cosine equals adjacent over hypotenuse, where C is cosine, A is adjacent, and H is hypotenuse. Toa stands for the trig function for tangent. Tangent equals opposite over adjacent, where T is tangent, O is opposite, and A is adjacent. In recent years, there have been many instances in the news of Native Americans protesting. One of the main reasons is that Native Americans do not like how they are depicted by sports teams. Teams such as the Braves, the Indians, the Seminoles, and the Redskins. Here is a war chant or tomahawk chop that is sung at Atlanta Brave games. And the same tomahawk chop as sung at Florida State Seminole games. We decided that we wanted to investigate to see if there were additional reasons why Native Americans may protest at these sporting events. To investigate and get to any additional underlying causes of these protests, we have hired the world-renowned politically correct inspector, Clouseau.
Have we decided on lunch?
Well, I suppose you will be wanting sushi, my little yellow friend.
Wood.
Inspector, we never refer to Japanese people as our little yellow friends.
But why?
Because it is a stereotype. Inspector, are you prejudiced against Asians?
Well, of course not.
Except when they drive. Have you ever seen them drive? It's like Alicia with a steering wheel.
Inspector.
The results were surprising. What we discovered was in addition to the fact that the Native Americans did not like how they were depicted, they were also very irritated that white men don't know the lyrics to their songs. Yes, when the songs are sung at Atlanta Braves games and Florida State games, the people do not know the words and only sing, oh, oh, oh. As it turns out, Chief Yertimioq was not only a teepee designer, but he was also a songwriter too. He put his method of remembering the trig functions to music. Thanks to Thomas Edison, who invented the phonograph, Chief Yertimioq was able to record a song at a very old age. Shortly after Thomas Edison recorded Mary Had a Little Lamb, he recorded Chief Yertimioq singing the SOHCAHTOA song. Please listen carefully to the song because Chief Yertimioq's voice was getting very frail and the recording is also very old.
SOHCAHTOA.
So there you have it, the legend of Sokotoan song. So whenever you hear the Tomahawk Chop song on television or attend a sporting event where they play the Tomahawk Chop, be sure to remember your 3 trig functions. And also, don't be afraid to sing along. Sokotoan.